So good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss some IS objective question based on the topic fluid dynamics. So this is the first question. So in with this question it is saying, so there are three equations are there. So when the fluid is flowing, so the net force acting on this fluid will be the force due to pressure force, the force due to this gravitational force, and the force due to the viscous force, now force due to the compressibility, and force due to the turbulence. Now if you ignore, the force due to compressibility will be ignored, but ignoring the force due to compressibility, so the net force will be equal to the force due to pressure plus the force due to gravity and the force due to viscosity and force due to turbulence. So this equation is called as Reynolds equation. This equation is called as Reynolds equation. So now if you ignore, the force due to turbulence, so force due to turbulence if you ignore, the net force acting on the fluid will be the force due to pressure plus the force due to gravity plus the force due to viscosity. So this equation is called as Navier-Stokes equation. So Navier-Stokes equation. So in Navier-Stokes equation we consider the viscosity part into account. So now again if you neglect the force due to viscosity, so the net force acting on the fluid particle or fluid element will be the force due to pressure plus force due to gravity. So this equation is called as Euler equation. So this is called Euler equation. Now in this question we have to match, so first, second, and this one is third. So it is said that Navier-Stokes equation means what? In Navier-Stokes equation, the viscosity force, gravitational force, and pressure force has been taken account. This will be 1. In Reynolds equation means what? The viscosity, turbulence, pressure, and gravity force are taken into account. So this will become 2. In Euler equation, the force due to gravity and the force due to pressure has been considered. So this is 1, 2, 4. So this is your correct answer, 1, 2, 4. So in this question, the velocity profile in a circular pipe has been given and r is the distance from the center. We have to find out the kinetic energy correction factor. Okay. So kinetic energy correction factor, if you find out, the formula is, so kinetic energy factor will be, correction factor will be equal to, so integration of, this is VQ into dA divided by average velocity to the power whole cube into this A. So into this entire, this whole area I have to do integrate. What is this average velocity? Average velocity will be equal to integration of V into, this is dA, so divided by this one is total area. Okay. So first of all we find out the numerator part. Okay. So this is VQ into dA. So this is circular pipe is given to you. This one is circular pipe. If you choose a very small annular area, we suppose this one is radius r and this thickness is, suppose this is dr. So the area of this annular area is how much? The annular surface area is, this dA will be equal to, this is 2 pi r into this is dr. So now if you integrate, this VQ will be equal to, this is V naught Q into, this is 1 minus r square divided by this r square to the power whole cube into this dA is, this is 2 pi r into this one is dr. Now there is a one variable r, so this r is vary from 0 to this capital R. Okay. So now if you take out of this 2 pi into V naught Q out of this bracket. Okay. So now this is integration of 0 to r, and this is a minus b whole cube. This is aq minus, this is bq. Okay, aq minus bq minus 3a square b. So minus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Ab square means this is r to the power 4 divided by r to the power 4 into this whole into, this is r into, this is dr. Okay, now this is 2 pi V naught Q. If you do the integration and put the limit, this will come r square by 2. Okay, minus this is r square by 8 minus this is 3r square divided by 4 plus this is coming out to be 3r square by 6. And if we solve this, finally it is coming out to be this is v naught to the power q divided by 4 into this is pi r square. So the numerator part is coming out to be this. Now we have to find out the denominator part separately. So if you find out first this v bar, okay, this v bar average mean velocity will be equal to this is v dA divided by this area. So now I can write this is 1 by a into this integration of v naught into this is 1 minus r square divided by this r square, and this area already find out this is 2 pi r into this is dr, and this vary from 0 to capital R. So now 1 by is the area is how much? This is pi r square, okay, and we have to take this bracket out. This is 2 pi v naught I take out of this one, and the integration of this is 1 minus r square divided by r square into this is r dr, and this is varies from 0 to capital R. Okay, so this is 1 by pi r square into this is 2 pi v naught, and if you do the integration and put this limit, this is coming out to be this is r square by 2 minus this is 1 by r square into this is r to the power 4 divided by this is 4. Okay, now if you solve this one, this is coming out to be 2 v naught divided by this is 4. Okay, now we know this alpha is will be equal to this is a v in this is vq into this is dA, okay, divided by this is average velocity to the power q into this is a. Okay, so now if you put this value, so already we found out that this numerator part, so this part we found out this is v naught q by 4, and this is pi r square we found out into this is 1 pi v average velocity. How much you got? This is 2 v naught divided by this is 4, and this is to the power whole q into this is pi r square. Okay, this area is pi r square. Now if you solve this one, so this is coming out to be 2. So this is coming out to be 2, and this alpha is coming out to be 2. So this is the correct answer. This is the correct answer 2. So in this venturimeter, this is the pipe. Okay, this is a pipe. Okay, so in this pipe, what happened? The water is flowing. So in this pipe, the water is flowing, and it is in the venturimeter. The difference level of mercury in 1 and 2 is given to 1.84. That then we have to find out the what is the discharge in this pipe. So what is the discharge in this pipe? We have to find out. So this is the difference has been given to you. So this difference has been given to you. So this is how much given to you? 1.84. So we know the discharge formula will be equal to this is CD. Okay, CD this is into A1, this is A2 divided by this is root over of A1 square minus this is A2 square into this is 2G into this delta H. So what is this delta H? Delta H will be equal to the deflection of the manometric fluid into this is specific gravity of the manometric fluid by specific gravity of the water or which fluid is flowing inside the pipe minus 1. Okay, now this is given to you, and this HM will be given to as X. Okay, will be equal to this is 1.84 meter. Now you can find out this del H. So del H will be equal to this is 1.84 into this SM specific gravity manometric fluid is given 13.6, and the specific gravity of the fluid is what? This is water is flowing. So specific gravity water is 1 minus 1. So if you do this is 1.84 into this is coming out to be 12.6. So 12.6 is how much is getting? This is coming out to be so this value is how much we are getting? So this is, we are getting a 23.184. This is 23.184 meter. We are getting 23.184 meter. Now if you put this value here, and we can find out the discharge, because already this value is given to us. So now we can, if you put this value, so this will be equal to, so this value is given 0.07 into square root of, this is 2 into this is 9.81 and this is 23.184. okay, 23.184. So now we are getting this one as 1.49. this is meter cube per second. This is the 1.49 meter cube per second. okay, so this is then 1.49 meter cube per second. So now in this problem it is saying for the shown that the difference in elevation of the fluid, the difference in elevation of the fluid is given to you in two limb is 1.2 meter is given deflection. The velocity of the water flowing through the pipe, it is asking what is the velocity of the water is flowing. okay, so now so now if you want to find out, suppose I am choosing two sections. Suppose this is my, I am choosing one section, and suppose this is my, suppose 2 point. Suppose this is first point and this is suppose 2 point. I am applying the Bernoulli equation in between these 2 points. I am applying this Bernoulli's equation in between point 1 and this point 2. So if I apply the Bernoulli equation, this is P1 by rho g, okay, plus this is Z1 plus this is B1 square by 2g will be equal to, this is P2 by rho g plus this is Z2 plus this one is B2 square by 2g. okay, so now I am assuming these points, suppose I am assuming this is as my datum. So this is my, here this is my Z1, okay, and this is my Z2. So this Z1 Z2 are same. okay, so here this Z1 and this Z2 are same, so we can neglect this Z1 and Z2, and velocity at this point 2 will be 0, because here the stagnation point, when the water particle is coming and striking, the velocity of this water particle becoming 0, so this will become 0. okay, so now we know this P1 by rho g, okay, so this will be equal to P2 by rho g minus this is P1 by rho g will be equal to how much? This is B1 square by 2g, and this P1 by rho g, this is already know that this P1 by rho g minus this P2 by rho g minus this P1 by rho g, this is nothing but the del H part. Del H means what? This is Hm into this is specific gravity manometric fluid into specific gravity of fluid minus 1. So now we can put in this one, this B1 square by 2g will go, this is Hm into this is specific gravity of manometric fluid, specific gravity fluid minus 1 will be equal to, this is B1 square by 2g. So what is this Hm given to you? This is given to, this is 1.2, the specific gravity manometric fluid is 2, specific gravity water is 1, this is minus 1 will be equal to B1 square by, this is 2g. Now from here this B1, if you want to find out, this is coming out to be a root over of square root of 2 into this is 9.81 and this is how much? This is into 1.2. So this B1 is coming out to be 4.852 meter per second. 4.852 meter per second. So this is the correct answer. So if you want direct formula, if you not want to use the Bernoulli equation, direct you can use the formula. Direct formula you can use. So this will be equal to, B will be equal to square root of 2g into this delta H, and delta H we know that delta H will be equal to, so delta H will be equal to Hm into this Sm by SF minus 1. So you can find out the delta S and directly you put here, you can find out the velocity of flow. Okay. Now you go to next question. Which of the following for measuring the air and gases velocity? Which of the following instrument we generally use to find out the velocity of air and gases? So first instrument is anemometer. So this is anemometer. Anemometer. And this anemometer actually we used to measuring the velocity of air and gas. Okay. So generally it is used to measuring the velocity of it is used to measuring, it is used for measuring velocity of air and gas. The tensiometer is it is used to find out the capillary potential of the soil, to measure the capillarity potential in soil. Okay, so it is used to measure the capillary potential, so capillary potential in soil. So now this is called manometer. So manometer generally it is used to measure the pressure difference, pressure at a point, or the difference in pressure we generally were finding out by using this manometer. So this manometer it is used to find the pressure. It is used to find the pressure at a point or difference in pressure. So if you use the piezometer, so you can find out the pressure at a point. If you use the YouTube manometer, then you can find a difference in pressure. Okay. So now last one is hygrometer. So this is hygrometer. So this hygrometer generally used to find out water vapor content in a air. Okay. So this is used to find what? Water vapor content of air. So now in this case you can find out the velocity of air and gas by using this anemometer. Okay, this is the correct anemometer. The next question is, which of the following is true regard the Bernoulli equation? Which of the following is regard the Bernoulli equation? So Bernoulli equation, we know that each term, so if you find out the energy at a point, that is P1 by rho g plus this one is Z1 plus this one is V1 square by 2g. So these terms, each term are generally it is called energy per unit weight of this is fluid. It is called energy per unit weight of the fluid, and this is based upon the conservation of energy. So conservation of the mass is incorrect, so 2 is wrong. So this option is gone, this option is gone, and this option is gone, and only this is left. So 2 is incorrect. So in which option 2 is there, you just neglect that one. So it assumes already Bernoulli equation we have derived from the Euler equation. In Euler equation it has been taken the assumption that the flow to be steady, frictionless, and it is incompressible. So these two are correct, 1 and 3. So this is the correct option, 1 and 3. So velocity is a constant through the depth of a pipe, then the ratio of the kinetic energy correction factor and momentum correction factor. Okay. So the kinetic energy correction factor alpha, we can define this one as, so this is called kinetic energy. This is kinetic energy correction factor. Okay. So this kinetic energy correction factor we can define this one as, so this is VQ into this is dA integration in whole area divided by average velocity whole Q into this is area. Okay, how to find out this average velocity? The average velocity, mean velocity, you can find out. Integration of this is VTA divided by A. So this is kind of the momentum and energy correction factor. This is represented by beta, and this beta we can find out. This is integration of the v square into this is dA by average mean velocity whole square into this A. So average velocity we can find out integration of v into this is dA divided by A. So in kinetic energy correction factor, already you have solved one problem, and this is the formula by which you can calculate the momentum energy correction factor. So yes, in this question it is saying if the velocity is constant, means velocity is uniform throughout, then the ratio of this alpha by beta will be equal to 1. Okay, if the velocity at a section is uniform means it is not changing, velocity is constant. Okay, so everywhere this velocity is uniform, so we cannot use any correction factor for that one. Okay, so the ratio of this alpha by beta will be equal to 1. If velocity will be not uniform, suppose this is parabolic, suppose parabolic, in laminar flow the velocity distribution is parabolic, so in that one the kinetic energy correction factor is used to to represent the velocity head. So this is represented by alpha into v square by 2g. Okay, so as long as the velocity distribution is uniform, so the ratio of the kinetic energy correction factor and momentum correction factor will be 1. We will go to next question. So a venturimeter having throat diameter is given to you. Okay, so throat diameter is given to this is 0.08 meter, and measure the flow in a pipe of the pipe diameter is 0.16 meter. Discharge measure correspond to observed pressure difference. The pressure difference is given 3 meters of water. It is already given the del H value in terms of fluid value is given. Head, and this is the discharge 0.038 meter cube per second. Then assume the negligible energy loss. Energy loss means we have considered the ideal flow. Okay, and taking g is 10 meter per second square, we have to find out the coefficient of discharge, CD you have to find out. So already you know the formula will be equal to this, Q will be equal to this is CD into this is A1, this is A2, root over of pi, this is A1 square minus this is A2 square into this is 2g into this is del A, and this is given you 0.038, and this is CD. So this is we can represent, so area pi by 4, here also pi by 4, here also pi by 4, this here also pi by 4 you have to use, here also pi by 4 you have to use, and here pi by 4 and pi 4. If you take the common, this is pi by 4 whole square, this is pi by 4 whole square. So if you take the pi by 4 whole square from the denominator part, and 1 pi by 4 is gone in the numerator part, so only 1 pi by 4 will be remain in numerator part. So we can write down this one as, so this can be written as, so this can be written as, so this is pi by 4 into this is d1 square into the d2 square divided by this is written, this is d1 to the power 4 minus d2 to the power 4 into this is 2g into this is delta h. Okay, so now this is 0.038 CD. Okay, and this is pi by 4, and this is d1 square is how much, this is 0.5 diameter 0.16 square, and the throat diameter this is 0.08 square, and this is square root of 0.16 to the power 4 minus 0.08 to the power 4 into this is root over of 2 into g is value 10 into del h is given to you, this is 3 meter. So now if you find out here the CD value, the coefficient of discharge is coming out to be 0.94. 0.94 value you have to find. So this is 0.94. This is the correct answer. So thank you all. Next class I will start a new topic, and I will solve some numerical on flow through pipes. So thank you.